Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let me read something to you. Patience is a virtue. Possible meaning, the ability to wait for something without getting angry or upset is a valuable quality in a person. Patience, please. Okay, what's the nervousness, the energy? Okay, clean slate. I'm not choosing any cards, but I do have the Italian, the ancient Italian tarot, I believe they're called. I was going to pop on my t-shirt that said I live in fantasy land, but I'm okay today. Well, I do live in fantasy land, but I don't think that I'm in the clouds too much. I'm quite grounded actually. Alright, you want to know if the devil's still about? I knew that. No, before I come on I was going to actually say she's not coming out to play today, and it took me back actually to what my mum used to say all the time. We lived on quite a busy road, and people would go past and kind of beep back in the days, and she would always shout out, "I'm not coming out to play." My mum was a real rebel, so she kind of was mischievous wherever she went, and I kind of get what she means by that now. So no, the devil's not out to play today. Did I fight the devil? It's a part of me, but yes, I have it under control. I feel that we're looking for a kind of summary of creating a balanced life. Well, the manifestations are coming in. They are my end anyway. So, two things today, quite major. There's been a shift in my life where I freed myself up in an area that wasn't serving me. And my daughter has managed to heal herself, which is amazing, because it was something that was she was very nervous and panicky. It's like we're facing our worst fears at the moment, and this is this nervousness energy, and it's this frustration and this angst, I want to say, this anxiousness that's, and I kind of said to her this morning, you know, she had to go for a scan, and I mean, this is quite major. This could affect, you know, her having children. And the thing is with my daughter, she never wanted children, and she never really clicked with children. My youngest one, fantastic, but my eldest one, she's always kept herself to herself. So finding out this news that maybe she can't now have children, and she's with her partner, her life partner, so they have an absolutely amazing relationship, and she's now concerned that she can't have children. So I don't tap into this devil energy if I can help it. So straight from the start, I was kind of like, you can heal yourself, okay? And she's like, I know I can do this, but it's easy to say it, isn't it? You know, until you're the one with a situation, and it's mind over matter, really. So she told me she'd been working on it, but she won't speak too much. And I could feel her energy. And I said, you're picking up on an anxiousness of this is like a real thing for you. If this happens, this is kind of like real life changing. And I said, and when you get there, sorry, they're going to do the test, and there's going to be nothing there. And she says, I know this. Anyway, so I said, well, give me a call if you want to. And off she goes with her partner to the hospital to go and, you know, she can go and do this on her own. She's going to have to learn how to handle these situations. It's like, I'm not going to make a big thing out of it. It is what it is. Let's not think the worst. We know what happens when we do that. We knock our sunshine, our cup of sunshine. That's true. We knock our cup of sunshine, and we bring in the devil and all our worst fears and worst case scenarios. And I get a phone call from her, and she says to me, guess what? And I said, what? And she says, I've gone for my scan, and the lady's doing the scan. And then she kind of looks at it and goes, okay. And she says, I'm just going to go and check something, and leaves the room, and my daughter and her boyfriend look at each other, and obviously, you know, they're kind of a bit clued up what to expect. And then she come back in and said that it's all gone, it's clear, they can't see anything. So you can imagine the relief from my daughter's energy. It's just amazing to see it in action. Anyway, let's get back to fighting this devil. You're not coming back out to play. Look, it's like he's been trapped. Oh, so yeah, we've got a rebirth here. You fight the devil. Okay, I was going to talk about this, and that was about fighting the devil. So we've got the death card here. Transformation. Back to the beginning. Starting again. Look, everything's just fallen away. It's like, it's rebirth. Okay. I've got to get this right the way it comes out. I heard this, I don't know who said it, but I heard it and I thought it was fantastic. And it says, to live. So, okay, we can do this. So to live means that you face evil, which is live spelt backwards. But to have really have lived means that you faced the devil, and I think they said that you ripped his fucking head off. And that is to actually have lived means that you faced all your fears, shadow self. And live spelt backwards is devil. And that's when you can have the rebirth. So to live is to face all the evils that we perceive as being evils. But to have really have lived is to have realised that the devil's within us. It's kind of just trap him. Okay. But he's not coming out to play today. The Hermit. It's about going within now, knowing the truth, the wisdom. It's a lot about ancient truths there as well. It's like, don't tempt the devil. Okay, we've got a Knight of Swords here. This is somebody wanting to come in. Right, okay. 7 of Wands, but they're defensive. Oh, regarding uniting. And whether this can actually come about. I'll show you the cards in a minute. There's not many pictures on here. But, well, actually, I lie. Because there he is. But let me just get a story together. End of heartache, loss. Oh, okay, recovering. Whether it can be... With the Magician here, this is about making things right. Yeah, it's the Impatience card. Waiting for further guidance. And then... waiting for further guidance. It's funny. Okay. With the 9 of Wands here means you're feeling quite battered. Just, what's the bottom? Is it manifestation time? Well, it's working my end. Okay. So, I'm going to say yes. It's manifestation time. There isn't really much to show you. I've put these... I've put the cards around a different way. So we've actually got death. And then we have the devil. And then we have our wisdom trapping the devil so that we can have this rebirth. but it originally came out with the devil. Keep that down. Then we have someone now moving, wanting forward movement, okay? Actually, they're wanting to charge. It's the Knight of Swords. This is somebody that wants to come in quickly, but they've got their guard up with the Seven of Wands. So they're feeling defensive. They're not sure if they can let their guard down, okay, regarding this relationship. So this is kind of a continuous from my, well, let's wrap it up. Let's have a summary and see what the cards want to say. But this is about two people coming together. We have the Magician, about wanting to make things right. Can this be made right? Heartache, past heartache, loss. It's about moving on from that. And then we have someone who's resting. And this is a waiting energy. There's not knowing what to do, but it's the Four of Swords. So there's kind of one under the bed. There's a sword normally underneath the bed. So it's like somebody does want to do this, like pick the sword up and go, but they're sitting on it. What card did I just show you? Seven of Wands. Oh, no, I didn't. That's resting. Resting after this heartache. One minute. Just want to check something. Oh, hold on, let me just... I want to make sure the meaning's right before I say it. Okay, yeah, that's what... Okay, so someone's looking to see whether or not they can. This is the expression to extend an olive branch. And I don't know, this just kind of come up. It means to offer an offer of peace or reconciliation. Comes from the book of Genesis. The sign that the flood was over, an olive branch brought back to the ark by a dove. Okay, I'll read all that because I skipped only a little bit out. It's just what came up first when I put in extend a olive branch. So the expression to extend an olive branch means an offer of peace or reconciliation. It has a biblical origin. It comes from the book of Genesis. In the beginning, okay, the sign that the flood was over. The sign that the flood was over was an olive branch brought back to the ark. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. So, oh, it's the end of the flood. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay. And then we have this spiritual strength here. This is normally depicted as 8 wands behind this gentleman. He's got a bandage around the head. He's looking quite battered, worn out, and he's just kind of feeling alone and just what's next? What's the next bit of guidance? So let's get some guidance then on this. Okay, I've chosen nothing yet, so what do we want to find out? Let's have a look on the map. Do we want to have a look on the map? Sacred Pool. Right, card number 47. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love that you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Paul card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress. Indeed we are. Where has it gone? My eyes have gone tired again. This happened last night, didn't it? I slept like a baby. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm getting distracted. Focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the Sacred Paul and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? Well, I don't know because I feel heavier again. Focus, girl, focus. Okay. Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Okay, your unique service to the world is not only needed but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. I know most definitely my confidence level since just dealing, and I'm quite confident anyway, but my confidence levels since dealing with that devil energy, I'm just more conscious. So, and just more careful on how I see things. It's like the beach ball. We could all be looking at the same thing but from a different angle. So it was just, yeah, peace from that. Okay, let's get some Archangel Oracle cards. I'm going to have boxes everywhere now. Okay, I'm going to keep on top of it. Fancy a drink. What am I prolonging? Okay, eyes, open up. Beloved one, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So yes, you are being guided towards, it is a spiritual connection. It's a Two of Cups. It's two people coming together who have done the work, who have done the transformation. That's the soulmate relationship. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving and created child of God. You are very loved. It's knowing your own worth. I think that Sacred Paul touched on it when it says that, oh, I can't remember now. It touched on something about obviously being connected when you remember that you are of source. Nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. You are safe there. Pussycat coming through, out, whichever way. This nurturing, it's a very nurturing energy. I noticed my daughter's been very close to me and also connection to her dad. So like buying presents and just memorabilia. She's very much tapped into connection to parents, family. It's like there's this appreciation now. So it's a beautiful energy. It's very nurturing energy out there today. So it says, you are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies, no devil, and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Okay. So, I'm not going near. Oh, don't say that, because I'm going to have a look at the chakras. I'm going to put these boxes away, otherwise I'm going to end up causing towers. Let's not do that. Come on. Okay. Just annoying fiddling around here. The pets have been closed today as well. I mean, super stupidly wanting love, very needy. So my daughter said that she was down by the lake today, and all the swans and ducks, they were just all acting, they were attracted to them, you know. They kind of that was beautiful, actually. I watched some videos, really nice that they're taken. So the wildlife, the animals, they're affected by this nurturing energy. It's like a protection. Vanity we've got. I wondered if I actually thought this morning that I'd be touching on this when I came on, and that was about our image and our imagination. And what was I going to say? Let's read vanity first. It's like, I want to kind of promise that the devil's not coming out. I feel like I'm kind of being pulled. I can't be trusted. Oh, come on. Okay. Vanity. This is Aqua people. I need more, better, bigger. Yes, that will make me okay. The legends. Crystal, Peter and Mike are at a party in Mike's posh home, toasting success in their business. A mysterious old man appears and asks them whether they prefer gluttony or generosity. Puzzled, none of them answers. He reminds them that more does not mean better, and they laugh. Suddenly, they are alone, far from the party in rising water. We're getting more, cries Peter. Rain falls and the water rises faster. Play, shouts Crystal. We must do well with what we have. As they begin to have fun in the water, the rain stops. So inspiration. We all say we will stop when we have enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside yourself for validation. Yeah. I'll carry on reading. Personal inquiry. Am I feeling disconnected from any people in my life? Am I growing away from limiting relationships? And key ideas. Environmental tension. Living in illusion. Self-doubt. Power to change. Lesser companions. Empty conversations. And keywords. Faith, awareness and transformation. Okay, yeah, so I thought we might touch on this subject. So it's a good one. It's what's been kind of going through my mind, just kind of clearing through the energy and tapping into it, because I'm very aware of what, within my coaching, what others are going through. So I am working with the energies, lots of different real energies. So, okay, let's do the meditation and then we'll talk about this. So visualize an aqua light within you. Imagine people you love surrounding you, and feel the light building and spilling onto your loved ones. Send gratitude to those you love and those you have yet to meet. Bless them all. Notice the energy and any messages that you receive. And that what seems to be big at the moment is that it's kind of a, how can I say this in a real nice way? It's like a repulsion against energies. So you can find yourself really nitpicking at people and how they choose to live their life, and judgment. And I was working through with someone, and it was really about all the qualities that she was picking out in someone, and she was getting, you know, very agitated by it, because actually of image and lack of imagination. They're the same thing really, aren't they? So, but we actually then got talking about the parents' attitudes, and that actually it came out and it was like, well, no wonder with parents like that and their attitudes, but then they had different images. And it all just got into a real big talk about image and how we perceive ourselves. And that is really our imagination. So I'm very imaginative. I've got enough to keep me going about 20 lifetimes, okay? So there's always something, no, there's a backup plan, backup plan, backup plan. It's great. So for me, it's really easy, but I also get frustrated with people that don't have my level of vision. And I think that's what really is happening. People with the same level of is that the right way? Like-minded people. So the only way really to progress in life is to be surrounded by like-minded people, because they inspire you, they share your vision. Okay, so it's more than likely they're on the same par with your imagination or the images that we see. So that goes down to how we dress, and how we pick people up for that. But, you know, maybe, I don't want to say maybe, I don't know how to get this out right. It flowed so well in the conversation. We was talking more about how we see ourselves and how we hear ourselves. You know, we're not on the outside, are we? We're inside. So really, how we're perceived is not really the truth, because we don't see ourselves like that, because we're not that side looking in. I think I went to pick up on this the other day, but I didn't finish, and it was about looking in the mirror. And we look into the mirror how many times? I mean, I can sit here and look at, I'm cool with, you know, looking at my reflection. That's fine. That's not an issue for me. But it is for a lot of people to do mirror work and to actually be comfortable with what's reflecting back. So I know that how I sound out there that's not how I sound in my head, because I'm listening from in here, aren't I? So that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Yeah. I don't know how we can see ourselves, because it's an inside job. Our eyes are facing that way. And that's maybe why we find it hard to look within a mirror. So I don't know. There was more to it, but it will come out if it needs to. People can perceive us in different ways than what is the actual truth. Yeah. It's like the other senses are really for us to experience the outside world, the joys and pleasures that we get, you know, from actually being here in our form. But how do we understand ourselves with our senses? And it's a sixth sense, I suppose, isn't it? So, and that's unique to us. So it was to do with image, really. And let's go back to this feeling as if you're, what else can I pick up on the energy? It's this value thing, knowing where you're valued. Okay, so there's a lot of kind of negative energy towards people that no longer serve your growth. Let's leave it like that. But there is this, it matters. The whole kind of creating a balanced life, it matters. It's not just one area, it is really all of it. And it just seems to be this air of it matters now, and it matters enough that I'm going to do some change. That's what I'm getting out there. It's very, when I'm asking people how they're feeling. Anyway, but the energy has changed today. Right. Let's just get some, I want to use the unicorns pets at the bottom. I've got one just sitting beside me there up by the sink. Hey. Look like Queen of the Castle up there. And I'm the dirty rascal. Okay. Whatever. Right, that one wants to come out. I'm just going to pull a few. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay on for. I wasn't really sure what the energy. I'm not sure what I'm doing now. But let all these come out. That will do it. It says true. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. Can't even see the words, can you? Creative. Draw, paint, think and act in creative ways. Yeah, get your creativity, get your juices going. There's a lot to play with out there, and when you kind of tap into your creativity, that's when your positive expectations, they start to come in. We've got here hello and goodbye. So you'll soon see that this change will make things better. I'm going to read this one. Let's read this one first before I turn. There's 3 cards after this. Looks like the gathering of the Munchkin men in the Wizard of Oz. Look, all waiting. It's not a hot air balloon. These guys are on a unicorn. Okay, let me read this. Your life is changing and you may feel that you don't have much control. Yet you're safe and taken care of during this time of change. During your life you'll experience many changes. As you say goodbye to the old and hello to the new, you'll learn that change is part of everyone's life. It is, it's just about letting go of the fear, isn't it? I'm all congested all of a sudden. I feel like I want to blow my nose. Okay, sorry. It's gone now. I got really choked like a lump. Okay. As you say goodbye to the old and hello to the new, you'll learn that change is a part of everyone's life. You may feel sad to say goodbye, and you may feel afraid of what will happen in the future. This card tells you that new friends are coming your way. You aren't alone though, as you will always have old friends and current family members who love you and care about you. So please tell them about your feelings. Okay, change helps you let go of anything you've outgrown. As you say goodbye to the past, you'll always keep the love and lessons you've learned safely within your heart. These treasures that you'll all... They're treasures, not these treasures. They're treasures that you'll always keep through your life. That's about getting over this heartache and loss, really. Like, keep the love, keep the lessons. Right, let's see what the other 3 were then. That one's going in a minute. Pets. You love and understand animals. Yeah, there is this kind of... Okay, so we've picked up on the pets already. Excuse me, I'll read it though. I wish I knew my alphabet like. I know the phonetic alphabet, but I still have to go in my mind for the alphabet. L-M-N-O-P. I don't know, it's one of those things. Pets. Animals love you. They know that you understand their special voice and that you respect them and their needs. Your pets especially love you and they're really appreciative. Oh, appreciative. They don't. I swear, okay, I've got to stop making this shit up. Okay. Your pets especially love you and they really appreciate it when you give them extra time and attention. This card is a message from all animals and your own pets to let you know how much they appreciate you. Spend more time with animals as they help you feel a sense of love that's safe and sweet. Animals also help you play and have fun. So take your dog or a neighbour's for a long walk, pet a kitten, feed some wild birds, or brush your little animal friend. I don't mean to giggle at that bit. Why would you put that in? Oh, or brush it, sorry. I swear there's something wrong with me. Okay. And be sure to give your pet fresh water and food every day. They've been really clingy today, like really, really clingy. Okay. This card also suggests that you work with animals either at school or as a career. You'll be very happy and good at any work involving studying or helping animals. I'm sorry, I've just got the... Okay, this card can also be a message from pets who have passed on. They want you to know that they're happy in heaven and that they still love you very much. Tune in to feel the love from those pets right now and know that you'll love each other forever. Next, simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of the excess. Now I'm going to read this one as well. It's definitely the... just want a simple life. This card says that things have gotten too complex for you lately. It's time to pull back and focus on what you know for sure. For example, what do you really want? What do you know that you don't want? Those are basics that will help you understand bigger questions later. It's exactly this kind of energy of first experiencing what you don't want and actually realising, you know, that. And from that, then you have a clear understanding about actually what it is that you do want now. It's like contrast. So these are the basics that will help you answer bigger questions later. You've also drawn this card because there's a need to clean out some part of your life, whether it's your room, a closet, or a messy relationship. When you clean the space around you, your mind feels more clear and focused. Your energy also increases. This card also means that you may be trying too hard with a project. You need to put your energy into the basic parts of it. Focus on the simple areas and the complex will take care of itself. I said that to a friend the other day. I said, just write a list and, you know, write down what you really have to deal with, you know, what is urgent, and get rid of anything that really you don't need to be doing. And that's exactly what I've been doing today, getting rid of things that I don't actually really need to be doing. And I've just completely freed myself up. It's just awesome. It's just like, okay, that was easy. So, simple life, no drama. And you start to realise actually sometimes you're putting yourselves into situations with drama, and it comes to a point you go, I just don't want to be part of this anymore. And you walk away. Easy. And it really, when you know, it's as easy as that. And it flows. That's what I find. We get so worried about what we're actually going to say and how we're going to explain this. And I didn't even actually think about that. It was just a phone call. We're not talking, you know, anything formal. It's like just have a chat. And actually I got an email, which I don't really do emails. I really am like telephone, you know, call me. Otherwise it will get misunderstood. And that's one thing I just, I don't enjoy it. I am kind of a face-to-face or telephone. Let's chat. You know, you spend so long just trying to text, you know, to and fro, and let's just have a chat. But some people don't like that, because I will just ring people up. If they message me, I just like ring them. It's like, well, you've obviously reached out for a reason. So that's the kind of person that I am. I would just, and they're kind of like, whoa, I just wanted to, why? And then the energy lightens. And so I actually got an email back saying, thank you for my frankness and just for being so understanding. It's just like, well, it was my decision. I don't really know what you're talking about, but people don't come across this. this lack of fear, this, you know, I'm going to do this because this is right for me. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. That's their perception, isn't it? You only know what's right for you. Okay, so simple life. Oh, divine. It is divine. Imagine. Talking about this imagination, aren't we? So, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? It's about knowing what you're wanting now. And it's playing with the law of attraction now, playing with the universe. It really is a good time for manifestation. So it's like a good time to get rid of that devil, because we'll just be manifesting in all those fears. And we can't, that's the lesson we've got to learn, is that we're going to manifest what we focus upon. So let's do imagine. So I really don't know my alphabet, if you ask me. I don't know if like I comes before J or G or, oh, here we are. Imagine. When you imagine your dream coming true, hold on, I've got to pick it up. Oh, that's quite good. When you imagine your dream coming true, you help make it happen. This card asks you to think of a wish that you really want and imagine that it has come true. Next, close your eyes and notice how your body feels while you think about your wish. How do you feel? Excited, happy, nervous, or some other way? Do you feel tingles anywhere in your body? What else do you feel? Now notice what you see when you imagine your wish coming true. What people, colours and things do you see? What do you see yourself doing as your wish comes true? What else do you see? So it's really, isn't it, about vision, sharing the same vision, how you see things and what you're desiring is yours, isn't it? It's your vision, and that's why we kind of attract like-minded people, and we find we don't really gel with people that don't share our vision, and our vision can actually change, and you can find that one has one vision, another has another, and so yeah, it does matter, I think, to be around people that share your vision. So now notice what, have I read this bit? Yeah, I have. Let's read it again. Now notice what you see when you imagine your wish coming true. What do you see yourself doing as your wish comes true? What else do you see? Then listen for any words that you hear in your mind. What do you hear? What do you think it means? At this point, focus on your thoughts as you think about your dream. Do you have any ideas? Anything else that you think? This is really expanding your kind of imagination here, because, well, we don't do it. We don't allow ourselves to dream. Well, I do, but most don't have really much vision, and it can go back from, like, you know, generations on your self-worth. And maybe just because I've spoke before about how I felt, you know, you can't feel, I don't think you should feel guilty for having vision, for wanting more for yourself. And we know not to allow someone to stop us from, you know, being our greatest expression, maybe we want to say, or for developing or even wanting to be that. But people do sometimes want you to stay. It makes them feel uncomfortable because their vision isn't the scope of vision. And I although I should say this, it doesn't come in with the devil, but it is, you don't necessarily have to tell people, you know, that they're getting it wrong. It's more, people will see. People, it's like you don't really need to prove yourself, okay? So people will see whether you're successful in your growth, and most that don't share your vision will go down another path. And so you go through this time when you're finding your own kind of soul family who do share your vision and actually can really help, what's the word, especially as a collective, like-minded people, the power of that. So, okay, let's get back to this because I've gone off. So then listen for any words that you hear in your mind. What do you hear? What do you think it means? At this point, focus on your thoughts as you think about your dream. Do you have any ideas? Anything else that you think? When you imagine your dream coming true and notice all the feelings, thoughts, words, and visions, you help make it happen. This is the power of the human imagination. It's sometimes called faith. You may be surprised when your wish comes true in a better way than you think. Let yourself see all sorts of wonderful dreams and wishes and have faith that they'll come true in ways beyond your greatest imagination. Yes. There's some people, isn't there, that you kind of say everything always seems to work out for them, or oh, you're just so lucky. It will always be people who don't share your vision or have your imagination will always look at it as you were just lucky. They don't understand that actually, you know, it was all intended. You had imagined it all anyway. And I've had that many times, and people say, you know, you're lucky, and it's like, well, no, it's an expectation. It's not an expectation. It's standard. It's like living through your past. I raised my own standard. I wanted more for myself, and you have the contrast of living the other side, don't you? And I think it's just you can't stop yourself from evolving to make somebody else feel better. You just have to be you and trust that the right people. Yeah. It's like you don't change your belief systems, do you, to fit somebody else's if you don't believe in it. You could be open-minded, but there's not change them to suit another. Okay. Right, so that's the Imagine card. I'm going to end on a roomy message today. We'll leave the Mother Mary out of it today, bless her. Okay. So look what Rumi wants to say. We nearly had another tower moment there. Okay. We'll finish on this. I'm taking it this is kind of a weekend reading, so why am I sniffing like that? The all-encompassing hand. Okay, let's find out what's going down. Right, let's read the poem. I feel like I need tissues. Okay. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath I feel, my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. More joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. It's beautiful. Rose is coming up so much, especially with my daughter as she's going through this, you know, because they are talking about, you know, having children and, you know, obviously building this foundation. And it was her partner that actually said to her that if they had a daughter that they would be, he'd want to call her Rose, which is, Rose is just kind of everywhere. Right, let me carry on and read this. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with divine love, and there is one hand holding and held, one being loving and loved, though we may appear to be less ecstatic angels, to be two. The love that gives us this handfast, beloved, is so powerful we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands will be joined gently and yet enduringly in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Just get a drink. My cat's got fidgety. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dear one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart, with no other to bear witness for your life experience. You may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace. Beatles, let it be, come in. I won't sing. Okay, so this oracle comes to you at the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, and it doesn't say and. Why am I saying these words? So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift you from, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. Sorry. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. I might have to try and force these words up because for some reason I cannot talk. Okay. And I know that this message has been long awaited, okay? So stop it now. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your own worth, which is incontestable and without limit. This divine hand will reach for you in your meditations, your sleep, and your prayers. It will reach for you through life circumstances, through the smile or hug you receive from another, or the touch of another human being. It will reach you through the song of a bird, the falling of leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak what you are feeling deep inside, or the colourful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye and makes you smile. The divine hand is reaching for you now through this oracle. Loads coming through in music today. Okay, I do have coffee left. Yes, says the beloved, I am reaching for you. Yes, I know you. You are my own. I would never abandon you. Perhaps you have turned from me unknowingly, forgotten how much I love you. because the world is in a forgotten daze too, and ignores the caress of the breeze, the joyful acknowledgement of every sunrise, and the reverence made radiant in every sunset. Life is the touch bestowed by the hand. Shall you receive me? Let me love you. Let me restore your soul and remind you there is nothing to fear now. Come, lay down your weapons. That's interesting. That was the weapons laid down. It was just this resurrection one. So, come, lay down your weapons and your fear for this moment. Quit using that mouth to cry for war or to cry in despair. Bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Or coffee. The devil comes out with wine. Naughty devil. Okay, not my guidance. Cool. Don't get involved, it says. Geez, okay. Focus. Quit using that mouth to cry for war and to cry in despair. Bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips. Behind your head, so gently lies my all-encompassing hand. Know the peace of my love, so deeply can it register with you now, that you shall never again forget it. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. Yeah. I was thinking about my daughter, that's all. It's just, there is always. Yeah, you have to have that faith. You are asked to pray using the sacred honouring ritual and to do so with conviction. Okay, the divine has a situation in hand and all is unfold. Sorry, so rude. Okay, and the divine has the situation in hand and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by saying, I ask for help this day in all ways through unconditional love. Thank you. What's come up on my screen? You can be more specific in your request, asking for help in a particular relationship or a project too, if you wish. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however, so ask. Empower that all-powerful hand of grace to bless your life and all circumstances, relationships and situations that have been or are yet to be for you. Okay, so let's finish on this sacred honouring ritual. So place one hand resting upon the other with palms joined together. Say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the one divine hand, all encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured, and received. I've just gone blank. It's like I've just, because that just kind of just brought it all together, isn't it? Okay, the inquiry. I've just really ballsed up that sacred honouring ritual if he was doing that. Okay, so let's start again. Place one hand resting upon the other with palms joined together. Say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul, who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the one divine hand, all encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured, and received. I am touched by the divine with compassionate mercy and loving tenderness. I call on the hand of the grace to touch, heal, bless, and protect all aspects of myself and my life journey. Through divine grace, so be it. So simply rest with your hands in the same posture for several moments, then finish your ritual. If you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer to the divine and offer up any issue or concern you have. Give it a voice. It doesn't matter how small or major the issue may seem. Talk it over with the great beloved, a wonderful and responsive listener. When you are finished, place your hands in prayer, bow your head, and simply say thank you. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. Okay. Should we finish on a journey of love? I can never just wrap it up. I can't. Oh, it's swearing. It's like I'm just a persistent little fucker. So, yeah. Okay. Last card. Let's finish off this weekend. I'm going to say a weekend energy reading. So, but really, it's an inquiry. I felt it today. There was this, I don't know, wanting reassurance. Go within. Your soul knows. This will tell us the answer. Okay, that's why we're pulling it to finish it off, because you do need some guidance, and I seem to be a bit hesitant about giving some. So, that's due to my past behaviour, but we've got seed of the heart. So, yeah. 25. Let's read this card. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love, waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain, or fear, because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within. Comes in great with that rebirth there with the death card. Okay. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow, and to be as open, unthinking, and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you, the most perfect support for your divine blossoming. Trust, know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow, and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports it. Okay, so it's really this kind of shift in energy. It's a new energy that we're feeling, and old energies are maybe repulsing enough. I don't know. It's the unknown. Let's read this poem. When sky can imagine the dark awake, in awe light pervades and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. Okay, I'm going. I will catch up with you guys soon, so have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and take care. Bye for now.